Ma'am,
Yes.
I'm not able to change my name. I'll
It's
keep
all
it like
right.
this.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, ma'am.
Every now and then I'll call you Mehajabi.
Okay,
Okay.
ma'am.
So you're a new student for me today.
Yes.
Ma'am,
Yes.
I got my bio marks.
You got your marks.
Yes,
Ah,
ma'am.
good topic. Good topic. Yes, everyone switch on your videos. I like this topic.
Uh,
Tell me.
58 out of 70.
Eh? How
58 out
much?
of 70. 58 out of 70.
Okay,
Eight.
58 out of 70 in biology.
Yes, I lost
Okay.
marks in MCQs. I did
Hmm.
one diagram wrong, so I lost in it. It was a 3 mark question, so I lost 1 mark there, and 2 marks I lost in MCQ. 2 marks I lost in a 5 mark question, so I gained only 3 marks in that.
Okay. Anyway, but it's okay. It's not bad marks. It's decent marks, but it's not very good marks, isn't it?
Yes.
It's good marks. Like I'll not say that it is bad or no, but like like had you crossed 60, then that would have been awesome, right?
Yes.
So like were the questions tricky or did you just did not remember?
I did not remember, ma'am. Actually.
Okay.
MCQs was a little bit trickier, but the
Hmm.
question but the drawing part and the 2 mark question one, the 2 marks I lost, I did not remember. The
Okay,
question was
okay.
easy.
And which diagram did you do wrong?
Man. I forgot to draw the actress.
And for that they cut the whole entire marks.
No, they gave me 2 marks. It was the question was like this: draw the sperm and define any 3 parts of it. So I defined the header, the middle piece, and the tail.
Hmm.
In the head region, I did not draw the actress because I thought I was gonna write about the head, so it was not useful. That's why.
So they cut 2 marks for this.
1 mark, 1 mark.
1 mark. Okay. Okay, it's all right. No problems. But try to, do better every time. Right?
Yes,
This
Ma'am,
is
I
also
got
good
mine
one.
as well.
You got yours as well.
Yes.
Okay, switch on your video. Tell me.
I got 64 out of
Upon?
70. 70.
Okay, nice. Good. Very good. Where did you go wrong?
Um, the explanation part, they were like, I didn't do evolution and this human health and disease like properly. Like I did it, but
Hmm.
they're not as good as the rest.
Hmm.
But then I got most questions from those chapters. So yeah,
Okay. Luck
yeah,
did not favor you, isn't it?
yeah. They gave only 2-3 mark questions for those microbes chapter. I learned the entire sewage treatment properly, but they still didn't give that.
Hmm. See, many a times the microbes in human welfare, that chapter, questions
Hmm.
will be there, but the substantial questions won't be from that chapter. It'll be
Uh,
from molecular biology, right? Molecular basis of inheritance. A
yeah.
lot of like, you can say 30 to 35% of your paper would be molecular biology. And it's not
Oh.
just school examination, it's boards, it's NEET, it's competitive exam after that, and it's every time, like even in masters, even in PhD, molecular biology is that important. Okay, so pay very, 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 very 10 times more very close information, like attention to that particular chapter. Okay, it's a very
Yes.
important chapter. And human health and disease, you should make that your best friend. That's a very nice chapter.
Yeah,
And you
that's a
people,
nice chapter.
yeah, you people enjoyed the most in that chapter, I feel like, isn't it? Also,
Yeah.
see, I'd like to tell you people that the only acceptable marks, according to me, is full marks,
Oh.
because you people are capable of that. I know it, right? I've seen you perform in the class. So you should know that, okay, ma'am wants full marks. So even if I land 1 to 3 marks, below that, okay, ma'am is gonna look over it. Okay, anyway, but the marks that you people have gotten, they're good. I'm not discouraging you. But you should remember that. What is ma'am's standard? Full marks. And so
7
next
and 7.
time we'll shoot for full marks. Isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
And see, as far as whatever your syllabus is, students, I'll tell you one thing, never go empty handed anywhere, isn't it? Whenever we go to someone else's houses, also, we take gifts or we take something with us. So we should never go empty handed anywhere. So, same goes for our examination also. We must never go empty minded to the exam. Okay, try
Yeah.
to learn everything, try to do it in advance. That is why I tell you from the beginning that don't keep backlogs, it will never be covered. I have been there in your place, I've been there in your shoes. I am also the one that does everything last minute. Okay, that's me. So that is why from my own experience I am telling you people that don't do what I did. Once even if it is a very good subject like biology, right? Biology cannot be that hard, but still, if you
Yeah.
pile up your work, then it's going to be very difficult because at that time your brain fogs and then you don't remember anything. Nothing goes in the brain, nothing comes out of the brain. So try to do it side by side, much before the exam. Take 1 week before the exam, do all of the chapters perfectly, and 1 day before the exam, make it in such a way that you would just revise before the exam. Imagine how lavish would that be. Oh, I don't have enough to study, I just have to revise because I've already studied everything. Imagine how geniuses
Yeah.
you people would be. So we'll do that. Anyway, your marks are good. Okay, try to, like, if your full marks is 70, so try to stay above 60s. That's all I would say.
Yeah.
It is not necessary to get full marks. Okay, but try to stay above the, like, 10 marks above what is the full marks. Okay, all right.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm? Are you saying something?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So now let us talk about decomposition a little bit. Now, decomposition is basically when the organism dies, right? So now the organisms, components of the body, they start getting broken down by other organisms that are called as decomposers. So that is very beneficial for our environment in terms of many ways. First is that whoever is dying, they are getting dissolved in the environment. So there is no wastage, right? Like everything, like they say that we come from soil and everything, blah, blah. So we are getting back to it, right? That is the first thing. Apart from that, once the organisms are broken down, right? So they become detritus, or you can say they become sort of like a fertilizer for the soil. It's very dark, but we become the fertilizer for the soil, isn't it? Because our whatever is there in the calcium that are there in the bones and all of the proteins and structures that are there, all of it will slowly start getting decomposed. So decomposition is a very major part of our ecosystem. It's not just for human beings, it's for all the organisms. Like for us human beings, different people of different beliefs, they have different ways of cremation or whatever it is, right? But if you think about animals, do they have funeral methods? If you think about plants, do they have funeral methods? No. But still they get decomposed in one way or the other. So decomposition, that is how it is a major component of our ecosystem. Now, it is done by decomposers. Now let us see what a detritus is. Now the dead remains, such as the leaves, the barks, the flowers, the dead remains of animals, including their fecal matter, all of it forms the detritus. Now, detritus becomes the raw material for decomposition, meaning whenever decomposition will take place, it will take place on the detritus. Because detritus is a collective, leaves, barks, flowers, everything. It's a collective combination of all the dried and dead remains of living organisms, whether you count plants, whether you count animals, whether you count humans. So detritus is that, and decomposition happens on the detritus. Now, who does the decomposition? See, if you say decomposers or if you say detrivores, it's the same thing, right? They are the ones that do the process of decomposition. Now, when we talk about decomposition, we must also know about one more thing, and that is earthworm. Now, earthworm is called as the farmer's friend. The reason why is because Earthworms, they are excellent decomposers. Okay, they're excellent decomposers. Just 1 second, Stuart. Khadija, you're not able to change the name, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, try now. Try to change your name right now.
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. Okay. Done. Hmm. So we were talking about earthworms. Now, earthworms, they are known as the farmer's friend. The reason being that they are excellent decomposers in the soil. And apart from doing the process of decomposition, they also help in loosening of the soil. Loosening means just like how whenever we plant any sapling or any plant in the pot, what we do, we sort of dig right in the soil so that we can fit that plant in. So apart from that, you might have also noticed that in the field, the farmers, they use plow, right? To plow the field, sort of like scraping the field. It is basically done so that aeration or air can be provided in that soil. So when we loosen the soil, we let the air come in. So these two processes are done by the earthworm, and that is why we call it as the farmer's friend. Now let us see what are the various steps of decomposition. The first step is fragmentation. Then there is leaching, catabolism, humification, mineralization. These are the various steps of decomposition. Now, the first step is fragmentation of the detritus. Now, what is fragmentation? See, fragmentation, you can imagine it like a physical process wherein the bigger particles are broken into smaller particles, and then chemical process happens and enzymes act upon, like you can say, once, like just like how in our digestive system, the food is broken down into smaller pieces and then only the enzymes act on it. Same thing happens here also. The detritus is broken down physically and then the enzymes act on it. Now, the detrivores or the decomposers, such as earthworms, the termites, they feed on the detritus, making it smaller in size, and so that the enzymes can easily come and act upon it. Then comes the second process, which is leaching. Now, leaching, see, like when you hear the word leaching, what do you think about? Like, because because there is a certain thing that I think. What do you think if you hear the word leaching? Not leech. You think
Sucking
leech?
something. Yes.
Sucking.
Sucking something up.
Sucking. Yeah, good, good. So basically, what is leaching? Have you people seen that? How people, they're like in videos they pour the molten wax in candle boxes and then that infuses down. Have you seen that? Or mixing of colors, right? You take a
Yes, ma'am.
glass of water, you put a drop of color. How that mixes and goes down like that. That is
Yes.
leaching. Okay, that is leaching. Just imagine that going down, slowly, slowly going down process as leaching. Very good. You people took absorption or that sucking. Very good. Now here, what happens? In the detritus that has been broken down into smaller pieces, all of those substances that are water soluble, such as the sugar, the nutrients that are inorganic in nature, now they leach down to the soil horizon. Okay, they like slowly, just like that mechanism, how that happens, same way the leaching also happens. Meaning these water soluble nutrients, they sort of seep down the soil and it goes to the very bottom layer of the soil and it gets precipitated as unavailable salt. Now, these sugars, these inorganic nutrients, they're not available to anyone, not even the plants. So they go dragged down to the bottom level. Then comes catabolism. Now, catabolism is carried out by saprotrophic bacteria and fungi. Now, the microscopic organisms. Now, what they do is that they secrete the digestive enzymes, because obviously, in order to convert, enzymes are important, and that enzyme comes from the bacteria and the fungi. Now, these organisms secrete digestive enzymes over the fragmented detritus. Now, these enzymes change the complex organic matter into simple or inorganic forms, right? That is what, like, the actual reaction, or you can say the actual enzymatic activity is taking place in catabolism. Okay. Now, then there is humification. Humification is the formation of humus. Okay, don't confuse it with hummus and pita bread. No, it's humus. Okay, it is a process in which the detritus gets converted into a form which is called as humus. Now, humus is dark in color and it is amorphous. It is like a decomposed product. Like after the decomposition has been done, it is the leftover decomposed product. And this is rich in cellulose, lignin, tannin, meaning all the secondary metabolites, they are found in it. The humus is highly resistant to microbial action, because we know that lignin, tannin, all of these things, they take a long period of time to get decomposed. Humus is slightly acidic in nature. It is colloidal and functions like a reservoir of nutrients. Because it does not get digested easily or quickly, so it acts like a reservoir of nutrients, slowly giving away the nutrients in the soil to the plants. Then comes the step called as mineralization. Now, mineralization, it is the release of inorganic substances such as the carbon dioxide, the water, variety of minerals from the organic matter or from the humus to, like, during the process of decomposition. Ultimately, once the whole entire process of decomposition is done, the elements or the molecules, they are released into the soil, and that is what we call as mineralization. Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
It's all very theoretical. It's not something that you would need any explanation in. It's just theoretical. Now, let us see what are the factors that affect the decomposition process. The first one is the chemical nature of the detritus. The harder the substances are there in the detritus, the slower it will be like decomposed. For example, if protein is there and if lignin is there, lignin will be decomposed slower because it is very resistant, but the proteins will be decomposed very easily. Then comes temperature. Whenever there is a higher temperature, the decomposition will be favored, meaning the process of decomposition will happen flawlessly. Then comes moisture. Now, at low temperature, decomposition does not take place. Moisture. Now, reduction of the decomposition takes place when the moisture is high. So, decomposition favors low moisture. Humidity is not required, but high temperature is required. Then comes aeration. Proper aeration is required. Without oxygen or without the availability of the air, the process will not take place. Temperature and soil moisture, they are the most important climatic factor that regulates the process of decomposition. Clear? So with this, we have completed one more function of the ecosystem, that is decomposition. Now tell me, what is the last line you people have written? Tell me. Last line.
I don't know, man, because the team did not send me a recording on
From
previous
the structure of ecosystem.
Structure of ecosystem.
Yes.
Because in the middle, like in the last weekend, we did not even take the class, right? So,
Yes.
okay, so now you can
Previous
start
to that?
writing.
And previous to that also, I don't think you took class. This weekend you didn't take class. And
Yeah, you didn't
previous to
take
that,
class last week.
3 days
Yeah.
class.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so you people note down from here. Okay,
Okay.
functions of ecosystem. I think this structure of ecosystem is there because even I remember. Right.
Yes, ma'am. This was there. This was there.
Okay, so you write from here.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
1 minute, ma'am. Done, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
1 second, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Yes, done, both of you. Both of you are done.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
1 minute, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yes.
how long is the class gonna be for?
10 minutes more.
Okay.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Done.
Done, ma'am.
Done.
Both of you are done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any doubts up until now?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
All right. So let's just keep it till here only, today's class, and we'll continue.